So you got to check out the new Dragon Ball game.
I did.
How was that? How was that?
It's honestly like I went right back into high school. Plays just like the old Budokai Tenkaichi games I loved so much back in the days of my youth. The fast action, third person, all over the arena, sending people through buildings and rocks.
This breakable environment.
Yes, it's so cool. Shooting a Kamehameha through a building at the other guy, who then goes through another building. There was a magic in those games that has been lost in the 15, 16 years since it's been out last. And Sparky Zero does a great job of capturing the feel of battle. We only played one player versus CPU. We didn't really dig into the game too much. But they have the 3v3 combat now, and you can switch between the two at will, which is pretty neat. So you can like try 3 different gameplay styles. It is pretty similar. You're just mashing buttons or charging up your key. There will be those moments where it's fast action, and then there'll be those moments where you're just charging up your key for 5 seconds.
Just charging, just holding,
And then whoever, it's like the cat and mouse. Whoever breaks first, the other person's going to get in there.
Now, Dragon Ball's all about those power leveling, getting higher and higher. Like, we've seen in the anime, like, Goku getting so much stronger, Vegeta getting so much stronger, unlocking new moves, meeting new characters. We get to see some of that, like in this game.
So if you pick base Vegeta from Super, you will get to, in the heat of battle, go up the evolutionary chain.
All the way
Up to Blue, I think is as far as it went. The game goes from the original Dragon Ball Z, like this Saiyan Saga, all the way through Tournament of Power. In Super. So all of that content will be in the game.
Yeah, so like Jiren's in there and stuff like that.
He wasn't in our demo, but he will be.
Okay.
The only Super characters that we saw in our demo were Beerus, besides the evolutions, I should say, were Beerus and Bergamo, the wolf. Am I saying his name right? Like the wolf dog character. His super move is he brings his 2 mates out with him whose names, I think one's Lavender, the names elude me at the moment, and they do the big triangle beam attack, the 3 of them.
Just all at the same time.
Really cool. And super flashy level 3 combos. If you can, so you charge up your 5 levels, then you can go up to sparking, just like in the old games. And if you hit that big flashy move, the screen fills with light, everything explodes, damage is crazy. Most of the time that I hit them, they were 1 or at least very close to 1 hit kills. That was fun.
I mean, that's Dragon Ball. That's Dragon Ball.
It is Dragon Ball. And they're doing a lot with single-player content, too. So Episode Battle will let you play through the story of Dragon Ball as every other game has before it.
Unique story tied to it, or is it going with the events?
Yes and no. Okay. So you could get to a crossroads where you make a choice. You can make the canonical choice, or you can deviate. See how that's different.
Yeah.
The example they gave us was early in the Saiyan Saga when Raditz kidnaps Gohan, and Piccolo approaches him and says, "You need me. We should team up." As Goku, you can choose to either go with Piccolo and follow the canon.
The correct choice.
Or you can say, no, I'm going to go it alone, and then they didn't show this in the demo, but going it alone, you still take Krillin with you. So does that just mean taking Krillin means you're also alone? Sorry, buddy. Sorry, pal.
Shade.
That's the creative choice they made. It's how it's written in the game. If they want to fix that when they hear this, that's up to them. I personally agree with it. No offense, pal. There's branching parts throughout the entire story, apparently, where you can stick to the canon or you can't, and that creates these what-if scenarios that they're pretty excited about. They also had what were called custom battles, so you can basically make your own scenario, and
that's cool.
You're one guy versus another guy. If you do a certain attack, or if you have to defeat them with a certain attack in order to advance the story, and you can branch from there. I didn't really get too deep into that, but it seems like it's really, really cool. For fans of Dragon Ball Z or Super, to be able to create their own little mini stories. And it almost, I might have heard that wrong. I'd have to check, but it's possible that they might be able to like share it with their friends or let their friends try it.
Oh, that's so cool. So you could like share your creations like with your friends.
Which is neat. Speaking of friends, split screen co-op. Split screen versus.
That's such an easy thing.
You are limited to
Good victory.
You are limited to 1 stage, the hyperbolic time chamber, which is basically a white slate. But if the choices were only on 1 stage or not at all, I will take that 1 stage every single time. We only saw a screenshot. We didn't see the actual like it in motion or whatever. But it's 2 people on the same couch. It's split screens, just like the old PS2 games did. And just based on that one shot alone, I went right back to like Speed 16, eating Doritos and hanging out with my buddies.
Like you said, it's those days when you're just arguing with your friend. It's like, I'm pretty sure that like this person could definitely beat this person. It's like, there ain't no way. It's like, well, let's jump in the game right now. Let's find out. You know?
And then you start arguing about people that aren't in Dragon Ball, and the thing just goes off the rails. It's paradise, man. Sparking Zero, I think, for people who have been waiting for that old Tenkaichi feeling, October 11th is going to be a good day for them.
Hell yeah. Love to hear it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, those new Dragon Ball game. For that and more games at Summer Game Fest, be sure to stay tuned to GameSpot.com.